Most of my work is done up here now, except I still got to do something about headlight buckets and headlights. And as per usual, I don't have the original items. Buying new ones is not an option considering my budget. And finding used ones out here in South Africa is not going to be easy. I need to dream up a plan. Coming up. So I was visiting my buddy Knowles from Crazy Customs down in Mossel Bay, and he's busy with this sweet little VW Beetle street rod. So obviously the mudguards or the fenders had been removed. So I asked Knowles and I said, Knowles, have you still got these fenders somewhere? And he said to me, yeah, they're lying there in the back somewhere. So I thought, you know what, let me ask the dude if I could buy them. And he said to me, no, Duffy, you can't buy them, but you can have them. Hey, lucky me. So at a price that really suits my budget, i.e. for free, I got myself some really nice Beetle front fenders, headlights, and even the trim rings, everything in good nick. So I've been thinking about this while driving back, and I've actually got some other plans for these fenders. But for now I'm going to cut these buckets out of here and see if I can make them work on the Chevy. The color here kind of matches the color on old crackpot here, don't you think? Right, let the surgery begin. Okay, so the plan, Stan, is to bucket or chuck it. Hey, if you can laugh at yourself, we always have something to laugh at. So yeah, I need to cut this open quite a bit. The diameter is very close. I think it can actually work. If it doesn't work, we'll have to make it work. Almost. Good. And Izzy's here today as well. Hello. And there's Elsie. Everybody's here, the whole team. Hello, Elsie. I think some polar bears got lost or something because the temperature just plummeted all of a sudden. But I've got my bucket to fit now. Look at that. So it's not a perfect fit, it's pretty good up here, down here. But I don't know if you can see there's a bit of an opening here still. But I'm sure nothing that a bit of enthusiastic panel beating won't sort out. So before I can weld my bucket in place, I need to make sure that it sits correctly. So I've just put the headlight itself in place temporarily, turned it until the lenses are sitting correctly. Now I've made some reference marks to ensure that it's in the correct spot. Okay, headlight is out again. My Beetle bucket's on its marks. And the noise you hear in the background, that's the rain on my tin roof. Came with those polar bears. Right, I'm going to tack this in place now. Too much juice on my welder. It's burned a hole there. So a bit of an opening here, but I'm just going to hammer this flange on the bucket itself. Well, I do believe we now have a turquoise 1970 somewhere Beetle headlight bucket firmly attached to a 1950 somewhere Chevy, or could even be 49, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm leaving these little spot welds exactly as they are. This is a rat rod, man. We're not shy of our welds. Okay, I've got both the buckets fitted and in place. Let me fit the headlights. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like when the headlights and the trim is on the truck. Just look at that, man. Starting to look like a real truck. It's amazing what a difference a splash of chrome will make. I'm so excited. In case you're wondering about the orangey color on the custom bonnet, I gave it another wipe down with some of my diluted swimming pool acid mix. This color will actually darken and match the rest of the rust pretty soon. So in case you want to do this yourself, there is one problem. The headlight buckets in the Beetle doesn't sit exactly vertical. So you can see even with the headlight adjusted fully, it's still sort of shining down. So I need to modify the mounting inside a little bit to get this to sit more vertical. It's possible to modify it though. You can see this bracket here attached to the headlight itself, sitting on this little plastic thing here. If I take this out, make it shorter, modify it, come up with another plan, so I can move that bracket backwards, the headlight will sit more upright. I do believe that the major fabrication work on the front end of this truck is done. I could possibly think about a bumper or a skirt of sorts or something like that, or not. Thanks for spending time with me out here in my forest workshop. I enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a lekker one.